열심히 준비한 친구들 열심히 응원하면서 오늘 의미 있는 시간이 되었으면 좋겠습니다. 마지막으로 우리 행사를 준비해 주신 우리 영어과 선생님들과 또 심사를 맡아주신 심사위원 선생님께도 다시 한번 감사의 말씀을 전합니다.
Thank you for your inspiring words. Now, let's get started with our exciting contest. Everyone, please give your full support to our talented speakers. Our first speaker is Han So-young, also known as Anna.
No, who are you? You. No, not me, you. Yes, I'm you. Just answer the damn questions. Who are you? I have told you. Are you deaf? No, you is blind. I'm not blind, you blind. That is what I just said. You just said what? I did not say what. I said you. That's what I'm asking you. And you just answering. Shut up. You. Yes? Not you, him. What's your name? Me. Yes, you. I am me. Yes, me. And I'm you.
After looking at example, poor communication causes the misunderstandings and conflicts. Consider how different our lives would be without proper communication, without the ability to express and share our feelings. Animals select and organize stimuli in their own way. However, these acts are fundamentally carried out with psychological mechanisms and have a simple structure of stimulus and response. For example, when an ant is passing by while releasing certain pheromones, other ants can smell it and will know something is. The most frequent animal communication is movement. The movement of bees can be instinctive communication as they indicate the direction and distance to flower. The connection between animals causes a certain fixed form of behavior. In this respect, communication that utilize intention by intervening in automatic interaction due to psychological needs can be said to be a unique human nature. Human communication. Communication can be defined as the external forms of expression that humans use to survive and lead a good social life.
As she munches her cookie, a young man beside her starts eating from her packet. Annoyed, she holds it tighter, but he casually takes another without a word. When he reaches for the last one, they have a silent tug of war. Finally, he breaks the cookie in half, offering her a piece. She glares, crushes the piece in his hand, and storms to her train. Once seated, she reaches into her bag for her ticket and finds her cookies untouched. Embarrassed, she realizes the boy's surprising kindness and smiles to herself.
Okay, what do you think happened? Of course, they all bought the same type of cookies, and the old lady thought that the young man's cookies were hers. Well, I showed this video because this video is related to the topic, miscommunication. It might not seem clear at first, but there are elements of miscommunication in this video. First of all, miscommunication happened at the scene where the old woman thought that the cookies were hers without even making sure. She misinterpreted the situation because of the lack of communication, which is basically miscommunication. Second, miscommunication happened when the young man.
However, in the past, it developed by the sound of gesture and to the word and letter that we use right now. So, in the past, it has developed by the sounds. Then, now, in the future, how are they going to develop? I think they're going to develop by the brainwave communication in the future. So, what is a brainwave communication? Brainwave communication is a chemical signal that are passed between cells resulting in an electrical spike in the cell. So, I will show you one video. This is video about brainwave communication, and this video is from University of Washington in the USA in 2014. Let's look at it. In the past, people wrote letters to share information and stay connected. Today, we use digital platforms like Instagram or Kakao. Communication plays a crucial role in improving our quality of life. However, despite its many benefits, modern communication also faces significant challenges. In this speech, I will discuss three major issues: information overload, the decline of face-to-face conversation, and privacy concerns. Today, people rely heavily on social media and the internet, which are powerful forms of digital communication. These platforms offer countless benefits, but they also create a major problem: information overload. So, what is information overload? It refers to the difficulty of processing and making decisions when we receive too much information at once. Let's consider an example. Imagine a student named Susan.
Have you ever wondered why is it that a simple melody can make us cry or smile? I remember a time when a piece of classical music truly warmed my heart. Of course, I didn't understand its deeper meaning inside it, but that melody spoke to me. In that moment, I realized music is more than just notes and rhythms. It's a language, a special kind of language that transcends words and connects us through emotions. Music has a unique ability to express emotions in ways that words often cannot. A slow, melancholy melody in a minor key can make us feel sad, even if we don't understand the lyrics. On the other hand, an upbeat progression in a major key can make us feel energized and happy. Actually, according to a psychological study, listening to music helps regulate heart responses and reduce negative emotional reactions during stressful situations.
It feels productive, right? It's like we're doing more done in less time. But what if I told you that multitasking is ineffective? It's actually harming something far more important, our communication. So today, we'll go over through 5 main points. First, we'll define what communication and multitasking actually mean. Then, we'll dive into the problems that come with multitasking. Next, I'll share an interesting example from cell library. After that, we'll look at how multitasking directly affects communication. Finally, I'll talk about why effective communication matters. Let's take a moment to define what we are talking about. What is communication? Communication is the way we share ideas, feelings, and information with others. We often use words, gestures, and facial expressions to communicate.
The art of pausing, how silence amplifies power. The most competent leaders, orators, and visionaries understand fundamental truths. Words alone are insufficient. It is the silence between them that gives them weight. Consider Martin Luther King Jr.'s immortal speech, "I Have a Dream." Before he uttered those words, he paused. A thousand-strong audience leaned forward in anticipation, hanging onto the unspoken. It was not just silence. It was expectation, tension, and power converging in a singular moment. Then, he spoke, and history was written. Now, shift your focus to the world of technology. January 9, 2007, Macworld Conference, San Francisco. A man walks onto the stage wearing a black turtleneck. No fanfare, no grand overture, just a presence. He stands before thousands, holding something unseen, something unspoken. And then, silence. Not outward, not empty, but thick, charged with possibility. Then, he speaks. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. But
Before we start, let us think about what kind of society we belong to right now. Information society, high-tech science society, whatever society we define, communication is organically connected to every part of our society. And because of this organic background, communication can produce the outcome of success and development in our society. Conversely, let's assume that there is no communication around us. How will our lives change? I'm pretty sure that everyone will feel boring and lack of vitality in our lives. Or if each person pursues only one direction in a case, irritation caused by misunderstanding comes to mind, right? In a society of disconnection, stagnant industry, and disorganization, can we discuss the quality of our lives?
And also includes like body gestures or facial expressions are all the way for communications. Let me give you an example. Let me see the cute baby in the pictures. feeling. Yes, it's angry. The baby does not say anything in the pictures, but we can know what his emotions is feeling. This is facial expressions. But communication is not just exclusive to humans. It's also for animals. Like ants can detect the scent of specific pheromones released by other ants, allowing them to know where things are and what they are. On the left side of PPT, we can see all the ants are following the other ants. This means that ants can detect the scent of specific pheromones. Next is about honeybees. The movement of honeybees can be seen as an instinctive communication act that indicates the direction and distance to flowers. I believe many of you will know roundness and waggle dance that the bees use for communication because we are learning English classes.
So communication is the lifeblood of human interaction. It enables us to share ideas, express emotions, and build relationships. With the development of online technology, we're currently living in an increasingly interconnected world. Hence, effective communication has become crucial than ever, including personal, professional, and societal domains. Communication encompasses various forms, including verbal, nonverbal, written, digital, and many more. Each mode plays a special role in conveying messages and fostering understanding. The verbal communication, which is done through spoken words, allows for immediate exchange of ideas. At the same time, nonverbal cues like body language and facial expressions often convey emotions more powerfully and abundantly than words alone. Written communication provides a permanent record of thoughts and information, while digital communication has revolutionized the speed and reach of our interactions. So, what is an ideal communication? To answer this question, I would like to refer to some thoughts from a prominent philosopher and sociologist from the 20th century, Jürgen Habermas, which is the guy shown in the picture. Habermas has come up with the concept of ideal form of communication in his theory of communicative action.
Now, think about the same situation, but with smiling emojis added, just like the right one, and suddenly the conversation feels warmer and more friendly. This is the power of non-verbal communication, the emotional tone that it is spoken but still felt. And in fact, studies show that messages with emojis are perceived 47% more positive than those without. And did you know that over 90% of Gen Z use emojis every day? And some will even say emojis express emotions better than words themselves. But why do we rely so much on these nonverbal cues, especially in our digital world? Well, let's take a closer look at how nonverbal communication has shifted in the digital age and why it's so crucial for how we interact with others today. So first, when we talk face to face, we use more than just words. We rely on facial expressions, gestures and body language and tone of voice to convey our feelings and intentions. These cues help us understand emotions and respond more naturally. Companies can foster stronger emotional connections, making consumers feel more comfortable and valued. This emotional bond can enhance brand trust, encourage positive attitudes toward the brand, and ultimately contribute to a higher customer loyalty and engagement. So, in conclusion, even in the digital age, nonverbal communication remains essential. With advanced technology, we might soon see AI that analyzes conversations and suggests the perfect emoji for our good. Or perhaps in the future, virtual reality, known as VR, will allow us to convey facial expressions in real time. But no matter how technology evolves, the key is finding ways to communicate more effectively and more easily. So, a simple emoji or a small gesture can brighten someone's day. Never underestimate the power of a tiny expression. It might mean more to someone than you think. So how about using more emojis in your conversations from now on? Thank you for listening.